What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Hustle, and today I'm gonna talk about Uber and Lyft. So I drive for Uber and Lyft. I started doing it because I wanted to just, meet more people, go out, have fun, listen to different stories. So today was crazy. It was like one of the craziest rides that I've ever taken. I picked up this girl at about 3:30 in the morning, and she gets in the car and she's kind of sad. So I started asking her questions. How are you? How's your night going? Like, just pretty much trying to make her feel better. So then I said, what's wrong? I said, you seem kind of sad. And she said, oh, well, I don't want to bore you with the details of my life. And I said, it's fine. We have about 10 minutes. Tell me anything that you want to tell me. So she says, yeah, I met some guy off Tinder and things were getting hot and I started sucking his dick, and I'm like, whoa. But whatever. Interesting story. Let it continue. So she said she was basically giving the guy head, and she wanted water because her mouth was dry. He didn't give her any water. So she ran downstairs and she left and called a Lyft. And at this point, I'm like, that's crazy. Like, all she wanted was a glass of water. Anyways, I started driving her home. She asked me if she could smoke a cigarette in the car. I said no. So I said, but I'll pull over so you can smoke, in front of a building or smoke outside of the car. So she walked outside of the car. She said, hey, can you follow me? Can you come with me? Sit down next to me. Can we talk? I said, sure. So I sat down next to her, and we're talking about school. We're talking about relationships. We're talking about the weekend. Just making friendly conversation. About 10 minutes later, she gets back in the car. I got back in the car. I started to drive her home. We get to her house, and she's a little bit drunk. So I said, hey, I'll make sure you get upstairs, okay? I'm not going to leave until I see you make it up the stairs. I didn't know she lived on the 3rd floor. I just thought she lived on the 1st floor, so I waited. She calls for me from the hallway. She said, hey, can you walk me up to the 3rd floor? I took my keys, turned off the car. I said, fine. We walk up to the 3rd floor. She makes it to the door, puts the key in the door, and I said, okay, I'm leaving. Have a nice day. I'll see you later. This girl tries to kiss me in my mouth, and I literally had to smush her with my hand. And I'm like, whoa, you just told me this story about you giving this guy head. Why are you trying to kiss me in my mouth? That's crazy. So she said, oh, I'm so sorry. And as I went to turn to go back downstairs, she started taking her clothes off. Now at this point, I don't really know what to do because, it's like a lot of liability. I don't know if I should leave. I don't know. What if she falls down the stairs? What if, she gets naked and tries to say I tried to do something? So I just kind of I pulled her pants back up to try to make sure she was okay. And, I opened the door for her or whatever, and I just pushed her inside and I left. And that was the craziest thing ever. And somehow, some way, she added me on Snapchat. I don't know how she got my personal number, but she added me on Snapchat. I'm starting to think that she found my name because I have my name on the Lyft app. She probably got my name, went on my Facebook, and then found my Snapchat code on my Snapchat app off my Facebook. That's the only thing that I can pretty much figure out. But I would say that that's one of the craziest rides that I had. Driving Uber in the middle of the morning. I used to drive 2 a.m. to 7, and you'll get the most craziest moments. You get drunk people, and they're brutally honest. They tell you stories about their lives, and it's pretty cool. So if anybody's thinking about driving for Uber or Lyft, go for it. You don't never know who you're gonna meet. You never know what situation you're gonna be in, and it'll make for a good story on YouTube. Have a good day, y'all.